What up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a late review of Belle Collective. You guys, this is season 2, episode 2. The episode title, Got a Meeting in the Men's Room. Oh my God, they are so shady with that title. All right, you guys, so before we go ahead and just get into this episode, if you guys are watching this review or any other on the channel and aren't subscribed, I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on a date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know you can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out the way, without further ado, let's discuss Belle Collective, shall we? All right, you guys, so this episode, it opens up where the last one left off with Tisha talking to Glenn, asking Glenn if the baby is his or not. And he says if the baby was his, he would be on child support. Okay. So she asks him when was the last time that he talked to the young lady. And he tells her that the last time he talked to the young lady was the last time he tried to reach out to her for a DNA test. So I'm like, oh, so there is a distinct possibility that this could, in fact, be your child. Letitia, girl, get your shit. Well, you've already moved into your mama's house. Once you get everything situated in your life, girl, get your own place for you and your son. Do not go back home to there are a lot of things that I can deal with, but multiple like you cheating multiple times on me, it's a pattern, and I'm not gonna sit around and deal with the pattern. Girl, get your stuff and go on about your life and go on about your business, right? So she tells him that in order for them to be under the same roof again, that his actions need to match up to his words. Girl, you are better than me, because ain't no way in the hell I don't give a damn how much your actions line up with your words. They can line up with your words 10 years from today. I don't care. By that point, me and my child, we gonna be long gone. No, 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 no. 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 Girl, what? Girl, no. So next up, you guys, let's talk about Latrice. So we see Latrice. She's going to her store, right? God. Her calling Glenn, not Glenn, her calling Cliff Zaddy. Ugh. I cringe every time she calls that man Zaddy. So when she goes to her store, the guy that's working there, he tells her that they sold out of the wigs, right? And she tells us that she's extending her business. Now, I hope you extend. I know she wants to stay in this location because she opened up there, and that's where her business has flourished and whatnot. But girl, you ain't got no heat, and the water is messing up. Like, I get it. We want to give back. We want to stay in the community. We want to, keep the money in our community. We can do that, but we can also move. Like, we can still put money into our community. We just don't have to be deep into our community. You can still, donate money here, donate money there. And I know I know the taxes will help too, but sometimes being in the hood ain't all it's cracked up to be. I'm just saying, you guys, I gotta keep it real. So the people who are supposed to come and fix the water and the heat, they haven't shown up. So she calls up Cliff to come down. As soon as she called Cliff, it's like 5 minutes later, Cliff was there. So I'm like, was he just around the corner waiting for her to call him to come do something? Ugh. I like Latrice, but Cliff just gives me creepy. Gotta be real with you guys. So when Cliff comes in, she talks to Cliff and she tells Cliff that Letitia is having a brunch, right? So she asks Cliff, should she go? And he says that she should go. And she's talking about Marie. Now, when she said Marie is manly, I was like, oh, Latrice, I wasn't here for you calling her manly. I wasn't here for that. I was not here for her calling that woman manly. But I do agree that she should go to this brunch. I mean, don't let Marie stop you from coming somewhere. Like, who is Marie? Who is Marie? But you guys, I'm gonna pause here and move forward. All right, you guys. So next up, we see Marie and Letitia meeting up with Tambra, who's gonna be introducing them to her friend Aikisha, right? Child, when Marie walked into that restaurant or wherever the hell they were with that wig on, I was like, girl, where did you get this George Washington powdered wig from? Like, girl, burn that. You need to go back to your finger waves. I want her to go back to them finger waves because this wig that she had on, I was like, girl, what in the fuck is that? A mess. A hot ass mess. So Marie is still dealing with the death of her grandson's mother, and Letitia, tells her like, if you need me, girl, you can lean on me. So Letitia is telling Marie about her and Glenn, and Marie was like, have you outgrown Glenn? 100% she's outgrown that man. So then Tambra and Aikisha show up, right? So Aikisha is married to her husband, who was in the NFL for 10 seasons. She runs down her resume and her legacy. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna see it from Ms. Aikisha because Ms. Aikisha is coming in too strong, and I don't like when people do that. Especially when she was sitting there, she's a one-upper. Like Marie said, she does this, she does that. Oh, I did this, but I did. It's like I did this, but I did it better. Like I can't stand people like that. Is one if I'm in the presence of someone and I feel like they're a one-upper, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm good on you. We're good. I don't have nothing because I can't say anything. I can't do anything good for myself without you feeling like you gotta be one up over me. I don't need that. Like I can say, oh, I created a foundation for homeless people. Oh, well, I created a house that houses homeless people. Girl, what? No, no, I don't do people like that. I don't do people like that. Because that's literally all she kept doing was just one up in Marie, one up in Letitia, one up in Tambra, because she was the first daytime show, whatever she said. She's a daytime diva. I'm like, so you went up in all your friends, huh? She's the Queen of Jackson. I was like, oh, okay. Is that a self-proclaimed title? I believe it is. So then we see Marie with her mother. So they're having lunch. And you guys, I really did feel bad for Marie in this scene. But I really more so felt bad for her mother because you can see that her mother is still a struggling addict. So we find out that when Marie's mom, when she struggled with drug addiction since she was 8 years old, and she would wake up in the morning and her dad would do her hair and she would be like, where's my mama? And he would lie to her. But at one point he got to the point where he just couldn't lie to her and he came clean, and she tells her mother how much it hurt her, right? So, excuse me, y'all. So then in this in the scene, Marie was asking her mom where did she go one night because she came back with a black eye and I think a gash in her head. So she went somewhere where she should not have went, right? And she got high. And it was in that moment I was like, yeah, her mother is still definitely battling with that demon of drug addiction. I don't know if her mom has been to rehab or not, but her mother is definitely. And when you look, I was looking at her mom, and I was looking at her mannerisms, and I was like, yeah, the way she was moving, it's kind of like she was. I'm not saying she was tweaking, but it looks like she might have been tweaking. I'm like, yeah, her mother is definitely 100% still struggling with that drug addiction, and I don't know that her mom has sat down with someone and had a conversation about her drug use. But I will say I'm going to pray for Marie and for her mother because Marie is like, she got her mother out the hood. So why does she continue to go back? But the reason why she continues to go back to the hood is not for, her wanting to live there or anything. It's that demon of the drug addiction that just keeps sucking her back in. And that's why I say I wonder if her mom has been to rehab. Has she had any kind of rehabilitation? Like, that's the thing that annoys me when it comes to our legal system, right? When it comes to people who have drug addictions, especially people who look like this, when it comes to people who look like this and not like this, these people get a pass a lot most times these people get a pass when it comes to the drug addiction. They'll arrest them, but then they'll find a way to put them into a drug and rehabilitation clinic. But when it comes to people who like this, we don't get we get no chances. It's, oh, you go to jail. You're going to be in jail for 5 years. You're going to be in jail for 10 years. And then they come back out and it's really a cycle that continuously repeats itself because the system doesn't help these people. it hurts them. It puts them into a, yes, they go to jail. Yes, they'll be sober while they're in jail, but you don't give them the foundation. You don't give them the tools to how to manage that sobriety. So when they get out of jail, they go and look for those hits again. So it's it's a big issue when it comes to these people versus these people. So I hope that her mom, I hope that Marie, and also when it comes to drug addiction, you can want, like I said in my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review about Crystal and her eating disorder, you can want the family members and the friends can want the help for them, but they have to hit that rock bottom to where they want to get the help. And I hope that she can get the help because, like I said, you can definitely see that her mom is still suffering and still struggling with her drug addiction. But that's it, you guys. Let's pause here and let's move forward and wrap up the episode. So, this brunch that Letitia is having for all the ladies show up, right? Ikesha came there, and Ikesha came with a whole lot of judgment. She was talking about how dirty the plate was. Now, I'm cool with her on dirty plate, baby. I don't want to eat off a dirty plate either. But she was talking about she was expecting the who's who of Jackson to be there. Well, who is the who's who of Jackson? I'm just asking. So anybody who knows about Jackson, Mississippi, is it a big place? Because I would peg Jackson, Mississippi to be kind of small. I would think. I don't know. I don't know if Jackson is big or not. You guys can let me know if it's big or small. I don't know. So, now Marie. When Marie got there, like, she saw Latrice. I don't know why Marie let Latrice, because, I mean, you could clearly see that her feathers were ruffled. And I'm like, girl, why are you letting your feathers get ruffled by her? Because she was just gulping down that water, gulping it down, gulping it down. I'm like, girl, it ain't that damn deep. So, like I said, Ikesha, she was just complaining. I'm like, girl, shut up. She was complaining about them having to get their own food and it not being served to them. Girl, that is not the end of the world. You guys, I don't think I'm going to like her. I don't think I'm going to like her. So then Letitia wants the women to go around and say something empowering about one another. Marie said no because she wanted her to say something about Mel and Latrice. Am I mad at her for not wanting to say nothing positive about Mel and Latrice? Not really. But what I did get bothered by was the fact that she was just so bothered. She got up and left. Her and Essie went to the bathroom. Now, mind you, they went to the men's room. They were in the men's room. I don't know why. But why did you get up from the table and you got so upset? There are so many things that you could have said about Latrice, or you could have said no comment. That's fine. Or you could have said, from what I saw of Latrice and Mel, they are excellent business women. That's positive. That's uplifting. That's empowering. You don't have to be shady or anything, but Marie made a whole scene, and I was like, this event was not about. That is the thing with Marie. Marie makes scenes, and Marie makes things about her. Girl, this is not about you. It wasn't about you, but you flipped it and made it about you, and that was what annoyed me. So then, like, you can sit down. Do you want to be in the presence of people that you don't like? Not necessarily, but if this is your quote unquote best friend, like my bestie, she has been friends with people that I don't fucking like, and she knows that I don't like certain people. She has some friends that had friends in the past that she knew goddamn well I didn't like, and I'm like, girl, why do you keep inviting me around these people that I don't like? And I have friends and I have some friends that she doesn't care for, right? And we both support each other. Like, it's weird. Like, and I'm younger than Marie. And I'm just not gonna sit there and make something about me. Like, it's dumb. But yeah. So Essie went and came back and got Letitia. Letitia went to the bathroom. Her and Marie were arguing back and forth with each other. I'm like, see, Marie, and the women overheard them and went to the bathroom to check on them. I'm like, see, this could have been avoided. Maybe Marie shouldn't have come. Maybe she shouldn't have come. I don't know. Like, it just wasn't that big of a deal to me. Like, why? Like, the thing is, you're giving Latrice a lot of energy and a lot of power over you. So, Letitia asked them, could they talk to each other? At one point, Latrice was like, I don't really need to have a conversation with her. But she says, you know what, for you, I'll sit down and I'll have the conversation with Marie. So that was where the episode ended. Marie, it really wasn't that deep, sis. It just really wasn't that deep. But that's the end of the episode. You got that's really all I got for this episode. It really wasn't a lot in this episode. The one thing that just threw me off with this episode was Akeisha. I don't see it for Akeisha. Akeisha is just not my cup of tea. She came in with it was a judgment for me. But let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Drop down in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your post notifications, you guys. Share the video. And until the next time, you guys, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Socially distance, you guys. Be blessed. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.